Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome to the English News Bulletin here on Rwanda Television. We'll begin with the headlines. The Secretary General of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie calls on member states to prioritize mutual respect and cooperation. Former FDLR fighters nearing completion of reintegration training at Mutobo Demobilization Center and reintegration training visited historical sites in Kigali. My name is Olive Net, and it's always a pleasure to have you on board. Now let's take a look at the details. Today at Urugwiro Village, President Paul Kagame and First Lady Jeannette Kagame hosted Francine Lefrac, President and founder of the Francine Lefrac Foundation, and her delegation for lunch. Francine Lefrac is leading a group of first-time visitors to Rwanda, bringing together leaders from education, real estate, law, art, finance, media, philanthropy, and technology for an in-depth understanding of Rwanda's history, the country's reconstruction journey after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, socio-economic transformation, and inclusive leadership. Now, moving ahead, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Paul Kagame, extended his warmest wishes to Muslims in Rwanda and around the world on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. In his message, he noted Eid Mubarak to Muslims in Rwanda and around the world on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, and may this celebration bring peace, hope, and blessings to every home, every country and region, and serve as a reminder of the importance of generosity, unity, and shared humanity. Now to more news. The Secretary General of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, Louise Mushikiwabo, calls on member states to prioritize mutual respect and cooperation in order to build a world free from conflict. She made these remarks in a message delivered on the occasion of the International Francophonie Day. We have details.
Across various schools, especially teacher training colleges, Rwandan students are being taught French by teachers sent by the Organisation of Internationale de la Francophonie. This initiative is welcomed by both teachers and students. Dr. Reni Yotova, OIF's director for the teaching and learning of French, encourages students, particularly to study French with a vision of preparing for their future. In her message for the International Day of Francophonie, Louise Mushikiwabo also emphasized the importance of promoting a culture of mutual respect, cooperation, and dialogue to build a peaceful world and achieve sustainable development. In 2019, Louise Mushikiwabo was elected Secretary General of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, and during her 2 terms in office, the organization has expanded to 90 member states. She also introduced reforms focused on transparency, strengthening its credibility on the international stage. These reforms have led to some member states to encourage her to run for the 3rd term. The elections are scheduled for November this year and will coincide with the 20th Francophonie Summit, which will be held in Cambodia. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Moving ahead, the Mufti of Rwanda, Sheikh Musa Sindai Gaya, notes that it is a great privilege for Muslims in Rwanda to complete the month of Ramadan in a country that enjoys full security. He made these remarks on Friday as Muslims across Rwanda joined others around the world in the prayer marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan. On the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, the first day of the 10th month in the Islamic calendar, Muslims from different backgrounds gathered for the Eid prayer. They highlighted that the fasting period has taught them many values, including unity, generosity, and supporting the less privileged. After the prayer, celebrations continued within families and in various public gathering places. The Mufti of Rwanda, Sheikh Musa Sindai Gaya, who led the prayer, urges Muslims to continue practicing good deeds even after Ramadan, emphasizing the importance of maintaining peace and security. The month of Ramadan began on February 18th for Muslims in Rwanda and worldwide. Fasting is the 4th of the 5 pillars of Islam, and those who observe it are expected to demonstrate good behavior, including helping the needy and strengthening their relationship with God through prayers, including night prayers. To more news, former fighters from the FDLR militia group who are preparing to complete their reintegration training at Mutobo visited the Kigali Genocide Memorial in Gisozi and the Campaign Against Genocide Museum. They say they are leaving with valuable lessons that will help them live peacefully with others. Let's take a closer look at the details.
Many of the former fighters of the FDLR militia group expressed regret over the time they lost in the forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where they were misled and given false promises. Most of them were born in the forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, while others went there at a young age. They explained that they were told to hate Rwanda, but after returning, they realized that what they had been told was false and would never come true. They call on those still there to return home and stop being misled. The chairperson of the Rwanda Demobilization and Reintegration Commission, Valeri Nyirahabineza, explains that many of them are young people who lack accurate knowledge of Rwanda's history. This is why they are brought to visit these historical sites, as she adds that all future trainees will also have the opportunity to visit these sites. A total of 244 trainees from the 76th intake at Mutobo visited the memorial and the Campaign Against Genocide Museum. Among them are 216 men and 18 women. Of these, 173 are young men who were fighters in the FDR militia group and were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo. All of them are expected to complete their training on the 31st of this month. They are also the first group trained at Mutobo to pioneer visits to these historical sites. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Tomorrow news, the Ministry of ICT and Innovation states that combating cybercrime requires collaboration across all sectors as technology-related crimes continue to evolve. Details in the following report.
Technological development is rapidly advancing and making people's lives easier. However, this progress has also led to an increase in crimes committed using technology. Experts in the technology sector emphasize that everyone has a role to play in preventing these crimes.
Rather than shaping a stronger cybersecurity, we need young people. We need your hand. We need to be carried. We need to be instructed. We need to be trained. We are deeply grateful to all those who have believed in the vision from the beginning, especially our partners, sponsors, mentors, collaborators, friends, and supporters. We would like to especially recognize the Ministry of Youth and of ICT and Innovation for having given us shoulders to ride on.
Alex Ntare, Chief Executive Officer of the Rwanda ICT Chamber, notes that the rapid growth in the usage of technology calls for stronger preventive measures as cyber attacks are becoming more frequent. The Minister of ICT and Innovation acknowledges the importance of collaboration among all institutions to promote cybersecurity.
Communities like these ones are the ones that actually help us achieve the NST2 targets. For example, we have targets to reach 1 million Rwandan coders and upskill 500 IT professionals by 2029. The
International Cybersecurity Community for Africa has a 3-year program aimed at helping Rwandans gain solid cybersecurity skills. It also plans to extend its activities to several African countries, including Congo-Brazzaville, Kenya, Ethiopia, Gabon, and Guinea. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Evans. Now, the Ambassador of Japan to Rwanda, Nakajo Kazuya, notes that the government of Rwanda's plan to reduce greenhouse gas emissions is an effective strategy to support the country's development. He made these remarks following the launch of a new environmentally friendly vehicle by Mitsubishi Motors. More on this report.
After 19 years of operation in Rwanda, Mitsubishi Motors unveiled a new model, the Mitsubishi Destinator, known for its environmentally friendly features. The company also expressed appreciation to various institutions that have supported its continued operations and service delivery to Rwandans. The general manager of Mitsubishi Motors in Rwanda, Ben Michael Kiza, explains that among the services they provide is collaboration with the government in protecting the environment by promoting vehicles that do not produce harmful emissions. The ambassador of Japan to Rwanda, His Excellency Nakajo Kazuya, also highlighted that the trade cooperation between the two countries will continue to grow, contributing to sustainable development.
Japan and Rwanda have built a strong relationship, particularly in the field of urban transportation and infrastructure development. I sincerely hope that we will see more Mitsubishi vehicles, including this Destinator, on Rwandan road, and it will be a great symbol of our growing partnership. Looking ahead, I sincerely hope that Japan and Rwanda continue to strengthen our cooperation, particularly in the field of business, and achieve further mutual growth. And also sharing our value of its manufacturing kind of spirit and customer-oriented culture of Japanese corporation, especially, particularly what Mitsubishi has been achieved.
Rwanda aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 38% by 2030. This target will be supported by existing environmental protection measures, including vehicle emission testing programs. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Now to Rwanda's economy. Rwanda's shift toward a cashless economy is gaining momentum, with the National Bank saying the total value of electronic payments reached 332% of the GDP in 2025, up from 302% the previous year. William Evans has the details.
In Kigali and across Rwanda, paying with cash is steadily being replaced by a simple tap or phone transfer. From transport to groceries, digital payments are becoming part of everyday life.
Kugeza uyu munota amafaranga menshi tuyakira kuri code.
As of this minute, most of our payments are made via the Momo code. That is why we have 3 different codes. 2 are via the lower and upper bar, and the other via the reception. All these points also have POS machines for those who might need them.
For small business owners and mobile money agents, the shift is already visible. Transactions are faster, safer, and increasingly preferred by customers who want to avoid carrying cash.
Technology is good. It eases to monitor money as well as ease payments. Our company has more than 100 mobile money codes, so it is always easy to monitor money, and it benefits both us and our clients in payment. The cashless economy also benefited the youth through job creation. From 10,000 to 150,000, it's a 250 fee. The rest is 100 Rwanda francs fee. From 1,000 to 10,000 Rwanda francs. The transaction fee is not heavy.
According to the Central Bank of Rwanda, the value of electronic payments reached 332% of GDP in 2025, up from 302% the previous year. This also contributed to achieving more than the set annual GDP growth target in NST2.
We have also seen an increase in payment service providers, reflecting the rapid expansion of digital financial services. Rwanda's economy maintains strong momentum, with real GDP growth reaching 9.4% in 2025, and this is a very strong performance, surpassing the NST2 annual GDP growth target of 9.3%.
As Rwanda pushes toward a fully cashless economy, the balance between innovation, accessibility, and trust will be key. William Evans, RwandaTV News.
Now that marks the end of tonight's bulletin. Thank you so much for being with us. We wish you a restful weekend. Good night.